What is up, guys? This is Kobe here. Now today I'm going to be talking about the best in slot cores for your V Matrix system. Now 5th job is coming to GMS here super soon. So I actually had this requested by a friend of mine, and you know what, I might as well just go ahead and do it. So before we start, I'm gonna link my 2 videos I have in the description about cores, explaining the system and me opening 100 of these core gemstones. But I want to start off by saying you get 4 core gemstone slots at level 200, and it goes all the way up to 12 at 248, which is, at 250 as well. And you get 6 for every single level after level 200. So as you can see, as a level 225, I have 8 core slots. So we're gonna base it off of the 8 that we have today. Okay. So here's how the best in slot cores go. Okay. So for level 200. You're probably going to want to get your 5th job skill, your common class skill, which is common classes, warriors get aura weapon, every single warrior in the game, even high auto, when that comes out. I mean, high auto should get it. Mages, all mage classes get their skills, thief classes get their skills, pirate, archer, whatnot. I'm going to have the link to Max's blog in the description of the 5th job patch, who is, Max aka Orange Mushroom. You can check out the skills there. And then there's common skills, in which we have 4 different types of, common skills that we have. There is a hook, which I have assigned right there. A blink, pretty much working like blink, teleport to a random location on the map. It has a 64-second cooldown at level 1 and a 45-second cooldown at level 20. In my opinion, it is not worth leveling. There's a bind, which when you level it up, it decreases the cooldown every 3 seconds. At level 1, you can bind the boss for 10 seconds with a 397-second cooldown, and at level 20 it's 340-second cooldown. Now there's one thing I want to address. After 5th job, bind does change. If you bind a boss once, it becomes completely bind resistant for 90 seconds. So you can't do like, okay, so you use the tier 1 bind and you use the tier 2 bind. Nah, it doesn't work like that anymore. And binds become 10 seconds with an additional 10 seconds depending on how much damage you do, which is kind of confusing because there's people who do 5 mil and 500 mil damage. Like, I don't even know how much damage I'm supposed to be doing to make the bind last longer. So it's kind of weird. And then there's the last skill is Elder's Will. It's another version of Hero's Will. It does stack with Hero's Will, so it's really nice. If you don't need the hook or the bind, you can use Elder's Will for bossing. It says, however, this will not work on all abnormal status effects. I'm not sure what it doesn't work with, but that's it's just Hero's Will V2 stacks with it. And there's also decent skills, decent Mystic Door, decent Sharp Eyes, decent Hyper Body, decent Combat Orders, decent Advanced Bless, and decent Wind Booster, which is Speed Infusion. Now, there's pro players that don't even have any of these decent skills in their cores because they already have another equips, which I suggest you do. Please get some decent skills on your equips if you don't want to invest in cores. But I say, for you people that don't want to cube the item or whatever, you can just get one. You can use one core slot for a decent skill, which will be Wind Booster, Combat Orders, whatever you don't have or whatever you can't get, which is too hard for you, whatnot. So you will have probably 3 to 4 skills. You will have your 5th job skill, your 5th job common skill, one of the 4 common skills for all classes, and a decent skill. If you don't need a decent skill, great, you've only used up 3 core slots. But as I was saying, for level 200 you're gonna want Dark Spear, your class skill, and 2 enhancement cores. Now enhancement cores are pretty weird because in theory, you really only need 2 at level 25. 2 trio cores at level 25. You don't know what those are, check out my 2 core videos in the description. And you can also have like a filler skill that's up here. And if you just have your 4 job skills maxed out and you're bored and you have other skills that you feel like maxing out as well, you can max those out too. Because here is a picture of Malgium. His channel will be in the description. He is a level 250 Xenon on KMS in the Zenith server. Here you can see he has his 5th job skill, loaded dice, and as you can see, Xenons can use loaded dice and Venom Burst, which is a thief and pirate common class skill. He has the hook, because he's about to do Hungry Muto party quest. He just took off Blink for Hook. He probably doesn't need bind for bosses because Xenons already have a bind on their own, and he has the rest of his slots are filled with, what is this? Fuck. The rest of his slots are filled with enhancement cores, about 8 of them. So they all look, from the looks of it, it's mixed with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th top skills, as well as your hyper skill. So, whatever skills that you use a lot, put them in your enhancement core list, because it will definitely work out for you. But, as for me, I'm going to go like the average amount of core slots and go with 8 cores. Best slot for me would be Dark Spear, Aura Weapon, Common Class Skill, Hook when I mob, Bind when I boss, a decent combat orders. We might get decent speed infusion at level 230, I don't know yet. I'll probably, try to find a combat orders boots and replace that with speed infusion and then enhancement cores. I will plan on getting more enhancement cores in the future, just because I can buff some of my other skills and whatnot. Even though I don't use them as much, I'm still gonna get them. And those are practically it for your best in slot core skills. So to summarize this video up, you should only have about 3 or 4 skill cores. 3 or 4, that's the max, and then use enhancement cores for the rest. Unless you are a hurricane type class with such as Bowmaster, Wild Hunter, Wind Archer, Mercedes, Corsair, you can get a special skill known as Boss Killer 1. Now with Boss Killer 1, you will be able to activate 50% boss damage for 10 seconds for a 1% chance when you hit. So it works well for hurricane classes, since they hit 8.33 times per second. That's 25 times in 3 seconds, and that's 100 times in 12 seconds. So on average, you'll be able to proc this skill once every 12 seconds. You hear? So it's a really nice skill. But summons can't proc it, such as Arrow Platter, Soul Seeker, Demon Avenger shields, and whatnot. So that's basically it. And so once again, to summarize it up, your fit job skill, class fit job skill, a common fit job skill, and a decent skill, that is if you need it, and then the rest will just be enhancement cores for whatever skills you want to enhance. Because remember, for 4th job, it's a 2% final damage boost per level. For 3rd job, it's a 3% final damage boost per level, and for 2nd job, it's either a 4 or 5% final damage boost per level. It's really, really nice. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you learned a thing or two from this. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll be bringing you guys a lot more great content. Peace out, everybody.